Right, this is another celebration of yet another one of my clients reunited with their twin flame. So I'm happy as always. I want to dedicate this video to my best friend since 1994. It was at 25 years of Talia Ray. Y'all all saw Talia Ray back in the early 2000s when Guinness's Book of World Records came on TV. She was the woman who had the world's largest cancerous tumor at that time. So this is all about healing because that's what Twin Flames is all around. And yes, Talia is still alive. Still alive. I just talked to her recently on Facebook. She still got that crazy sense of humor she had in 1994. That's my bestest friend in the whole world. She's out in Cali. All right. So this is going to all be about healing because that's what Twin Flames reunions are all about, healing. So we're going to be talking about that. So I'm going in because, again, if you want the truth, because that's what you're going to need to reunite with your twin. You're going to need the truth. That's why I said you have to learn etymology. If you notice the word truth says a lot etymologically coming off that twin like the word twin. That's not a coincidence. For any of y'all to know how this world was really put together and how etymology and numerology and all that other stuff we talk about on this channel, on my other channel that's very esoteric. So that's what we're going to talk about, that healing and that celebration. In fact, the last time I spoke to Talia was about her twin flame, where that was going with. So listen up. It's my hope and prayers that you do it the right way, the universe's way, so you too can be united with your twin flame, which is your twin soul. Enjoy the video. All right, my favorite time of life, when twin flames reunite. Alrighty, now what I'm going to do is show you the pictures first, and then I'm going to give you the testimony of yet another one of my clients that has reunited with her twins. More recently, I put out a lot of different letters from people who I've definitely helped. This is why I do what I do, and this is why I never compromise. I'm more interested in the actuality and not the materialism and the physicality, because that comes and goes, doesn't last. So let me do that. Let me read the letter, and you'll see the letter she sent me, and then we'll talk about it. And if you don't see this letter the same time I'm reading it, you will still see the letter in this video. She said, I wanted to thank you so much for helping me over the past year. Because of you showing me who I was and helping me to tap back into that energy, the universe brought my twin flame into my life. Now I want to stop there because I want to go back to show you what happened and show you how real it is what I do and how it does transform lives and help people. It's just that what happens is people move on. It's kind of like somebody's on the side of the road and cars are riding past them and past them and past them. And I'm the one guy that stops and helps them. Get them on a roll, get my hands all dirty. Maybe even go in my pocket and buy the part they need to get it fixed. Now, some people, this is even a parable in the Holy Scriptures. Some people are thankful. They'll come back and say thank you, whatever else. Some people don't. Like you hear people say how soon we forget. So they forget. And also they're kind of selfish because they don't tell other people. Because if somebody helped heal you, you could refer that person to somebody else and let them get help. Because there's a lot of people out here on YouTube, but how many of those are really bringing twin flames together? Really? Because you should see the proof and you should see the testimony. I've always said that. And I show you my proof. If there were two mechanics in your area, auto mechanics, and you notice one auto mechanic, you see the cars going in and you see the cars going out. But there's another auto mechanic and his cars all over the place. He's got cars in his lot. He's got cars in his garage. He's got cars all on the street. The cops are telling him you got to move these cars off the street. You would say, how come he ain't fixing these cars? Or if you talk to some of the people, they say, man, he ain't fixed jack. He said it was fixed. I had to bring it right back. You would say, I'm not going to that mechanic. So I want to read what she said again, and then I want to go into what happened in that year she's talking about. She said, I want to thank you so much for helping me over the past year. Because of you showing me who I was and helping me tap back into that energy, the universe brought my twin flame into my life, or back into her life. Now, people that milk you for your money, they don't want to tell you who you are because they want to tell you, you need me. You need me. You could see it in Christianity, televangelists. You could see it out here on YouTube, all these money suckers. Because that's what they do. They get all these people that don't know who they are inside, no self-confidence, no inner belief in themselves. Therefore, if you don't have inner belief in yourself, how are you going to have inner belief in the universe? Who's going to bring you your twin, like I taught her, like she's talking about? Or anything. Your soulmate. A better job. A better relationships with people. A better understanding of your family dysfunctions. If you're confused about yourself and who you are in your place, how are you going to make any of that better? That's like you go to a doctor to help heal you and he's confused. You go to a psychologist to find out what's ticking inside of you, and it's a psychologist is a nut job. How are they going to help you? Like I said, two mechanics. One mechanic is doing like I do, pushing them out. They're coming in, I'm sending them back out with better whatever when they came in. I remember when I was under Pastor Pelzer, and Pastor Pelzer said, don't come in here the way, don't leave the way you came in. Like, don't come in here and then we're trying to help you, but you don't want to listen. Don't leave the way you came in. Pastor Pelzer used to always say that, bless her soul. And I used to sit there and watch Pastor Pelzer heal people. And we was in the hood. Gangsters would come in there and get healed. One dude had trouble walking. He is a grown man, but he remembered the 1980s when he saw Pastor Pelzer carrying the wood to build that temple she had. That's still there, but she's no longer alive. Rest in peace. But he remembers her from the 1980s carrying plywood. This is a woman of color, big woman, carrying plywood, building her own little, looks like a house, but she called it Deliverance Temple in Asbury Park. You can check it out online. So he's a gangster. He remembered her being there from the 1980s all the way to the 2000s. So in 2000, 2012 or 13 or whatever it was, this gangster comes walking in. And he can barely walk. And I was there. So you can't tell. And I knew Pastor Pelzer. And I saw her heal people. Now, if you know anything about the hood, real street dudes, they not lying about stuff like that. They don't believe in none of that stuff. But he knew he could trust her. Because she been in the hood. She is on one of the most dangerous streets. She was right across the street from the infamous crack house. That they had to close that crack house down and remodel it and everything. It's still there, though. But that's where her temple was, right across the street. So you know this woman believed in her God, and she wasn't afraid of the hood. And the hood respected her for that. And so that gangster came in and gave his testimony and said, I'm here today because I know if anybody could heal me, it'd be you. You've been in the hood for over 30 years. You ain't never been a liar. You've been holding the hood down with your temple. If anybody can heal me, it would be you. I saw Pastor Pelzer lay hands on that young man, and I saw that man run through the temple, running. So it doesn't matter what people believe. That's why I don't change, even though my numbers may go low, even though the money ain't as good as I like it to be. But I'm not changing jack, because I know I got the truth here, and I got the testimonies. Spend some time on the channel and read some of the testimonies. And I don't put all of them up, because I wish people would use common sense, but it doesn't seem to be a forte of most people. They don't want to use the brain. They want to be followers. But she was smart enough to realize you're not a follower. Don't ever give up who you are. The archangels tell you that. The universe tells you that. The moment you become a groupie to somebody else, you just defeated yourself. Because the universe cannot bless you with why you're here when you become a groupie. to somebody else, following somebody else. So the young man ran around that temple, ran all around. And as soon as he accepted that divine healing, the truth, those spirits started to mess with his mind. He said, "Oh, but I still feel a little bit." And Pastor Pelder said, "Don't focus on that." She said, "Don't focus on that, because that's spirits, that's energy." I told y'all to listen to a person out here named Veronica. Her channel is holistic. I forget the whole name, but I did recommend you go see her. Maybe if you type Veronica Holistic up, she'll come up. A woman of color, and she said the same. She's from Haiti. But she says, and she's in LA. She's in Florida now, but she was in LA at one time. But she tells you about the spirits, the negative energy. The sister puts all that negative stuff in your mind, and you start confessing it, and then that's why you never get healing, or you never find your twin, or you and your twin flame never make up, or nothing goes right in your life because you confess that negative energy. So he just got finished running around, and then he began to hear it in his head. Oh, it still hurt. Oh, and she said, don't confess that. She said, you just ran around this temple. So why are you confessing something's wrong? How could something really be wrong with your legs if you just ran and all these people saw you? I know I saw him do it. And I knew he wasn't lying. He was certified gangster. He wasn't lying about Jack. But in that temple, that was a temple that took everybody. So Pastor Pelzer took in the people that nobody else wanted. No other church would deal with these people. Pastor Pelzer took them in. You can look her up. She's still on YouTube. She's on everything. Just go to internet search engine. Deliverance Temple. She's no longer with us, but she's still out there. Powerful woman. Powerful women. I remember when she laid hands on me. This is around 2011. And whatever was going on with me, it was shaking. It was shaking with that power that was on that woman. So now, let me read it again. Because I don't want to just read through. That's what the problem is out here. People don't want to think. They want to feel. That's why they go to the wrong people to get the help that they're not going to get. This is what you're going to get. You're going to spend your money. You still ain't going to be with your twin. And you're going to keep on getting more and more reasons of why. Or somebody's going to keep on telling you that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But yet for some reason it doesn't happen. Or it happens, but you guys go right back into separation. She listened to me. This young lady, this young woman, she listened to me. And that's why this happened. I'm going to tell you when she reunited. Now this is a more deeper reunion. There was another one before that I'm going to talk about. So let's read it again. I wanted to thank you so much for helping me over the past year. Because of you showing me who I was and helping me tap back into the energy the universe brought my twin flame into my life. Alright, so one thing about her, she didn't try to nickel and dime me, and she did what she should have done. Just like if you have a doctor, your doctor's trying to heal you. He's trying to help you, but you do have to come back. You do have to listen. You might try some medication. It's not working. He might suggest something else. There may be something going on, but she had to listen. And I was trying to help her out best I can, and a few times I gave her free stuff with no charge. Trying to help out best I can, but you also have to be very realistic. The universe works off the principle of give and receive. That's why rain comes down, goes down to the grass and the trees. They come up and start giving out oxygen back and forth. It's like a cycle. Everything works that way in the universe. You have to come back under universal law, not the matrix, not this garbage that you're in with fake media and fake this and everything's fake, and it's usually some secret societies that's just lying to you. You think these people are opposing each other, but they're actually great friends selling you some crappy bull, diverting you from the real energy. That's why they don't want you to talk about astrology or who you really are. That's why she said she had to learn who she really was so she could tap back into that energy. So now, one time her friend told her, I think this person would be a good match for you. And she said, no, I'm just trying to take care of myself because I keep trying to meet up with people and it just doesn't work. So now I'm going to take care of myself. But then her friend said, no, This person will really be a good match for you, and started telling her why. So she wisely asked me to do the person's natal chart. And I did. But when the chart was just about done, I began to see certain things that was strange to me. Why is all this guy's information online already and stuff like that? Who is this guy? So I had a lot to do, and plus I had to get in bed because I had to get up and go to my job. I have a day job. So I went to sleep, but I woke back up that morning because it was still bothering me. Why is all this guy's information online? So as I went in online, I found out this guy was a celebrity. I said, I think your friend is punking you because he's already a celebrity and stuff. And she never really responded. So then time went by and she told me, she said, ever since you did that reading for that Leo, because I'm a Leo and this guy is a Leo. She said, ever since you did that reading for that Leo, that guy that's a celebrity, strange things have been happening in my life. But she said, but it's a good thing. So that whatever was going on with that energy was some type of bridge. But I'm trying to tell you, this is how it works. It kind of opens up something inside of you. And through that energy, that experience opened up inside of her. Her twin flame reconnected. He actually called her. And they actually had a good conversation. And that was the initial step of the reunion. But this letter she sent me recently, they're more united now. So that was the initial step. But in order for that to happen, it had something to do with that celebrity that was a Leo. Because whatever happened, it kind of opened something up in her, which made it easier for her twin to connect. This is how all this works. It's like an energy. That's why you may be somewhere and somebody might... it's hard for me to explain this to you, but let me give you one example. When I went to high school, when I was in high school or junior high school, whatever it was, I didn't get along with this guy at all. His father was a band teacher, but me and him didn't get along, but I was in the band too. One day, my mother's church went on this long trip far away from this area. So you know how you get on them buses and they go on whatever interstates and all those, but there's always like a truck stop, a bus stop, a little restaurant. So we were far away from home. Now, I had to get to the bathroom. So as soon as I got out, I was rushing into the bathroom. Nobody else in there. I'm rushing into the bathroom. And as I get to the stall, would you believe that same white boy from my school was rushing to the same stall? Now, y'all got to understand, he wasn't on that bus. He didn't come on that trip with us. But that same white boy was there. Just like I told you all a long time ago when I was a little kid. We were on our way to this auction way out in Englishtown, New Jersey. It's early in the morning. No cars are out there. And I'm in the car. My mother's driving. I'm in the back seat of the car, probably with both my sisters. And one of them is in the front. And I'm just looking out the window because it's dead. And I see a car. So I look at the car and I'm able to look into the car somehow, which I still don't understand, but this is how God works. This is how the universe works. And it's a girl looking back. But the girl looking back is the girl I went to school with. She was in my class, the same grade. And throughout life, I would see her. And her name is Temple. And she's connected to a female named Sharon, who me and Sharon have had a runner-chaser relationship since the early 1970s. And recently, Sharon reached out to me on classmate.com. So this is how all this stuff works. You got to understand how the universe works. Now, so all these people I'm bumping into under strange circumstances, it's all about energy. Now, what type of energy? We're not always going to know, but the universe knows. This is why you use the Archangel cards and stuff like that for people to know what they're doing. See, if you really understand this, you do your part. People out here on YouTube, it's a freaking show. You want to pick and choose who you talk to. It has to be some type of silly stuff. It has to be open where everybody's making a comment. But if you're not qualified, why would I want to listen to you? You wouldn't take your car. Oh, your car broke down. Take it to Mr. So-so. The clown. The guy, Mr. So-so, the clown with the red nose. Take it to Hong Kong. I can't fix your horn, but I can honk my nose. Hong Kong. So everybody can't have a comment if they don't know what they're talking about. That's just silly. But that's YouTube. So these people put their lives in the hand of people like that, and they wonder why their lives are dysfunctional, or you end up with somebody, or you got all these kids coming out, but where the daddy at? Who's going to pay for this? Because they're not listening. They're not trusting the universe. So they keep putting themselves in self-destructive situations. Or the guy comes back, bangs you out, and then drops you again. Or the female comes back, bangs you out, and then drops you again. Because you're not tapping into the universe. And that's why that's happening. Because you keep disrespecting Mother Universe, and she keeps spanking you. When are you going to learn? Deal with that mechanic that has the proven clients. It's that simple. That simple. So again, I got her to wake up, tap into who she is, because I've done her natal chart many a times. And then when I did her lunar return, no, I did her solar return. A lot of stuff came out on that I didn't see. That's why I said all these returns I'm telling you, lunar, solar, they all bring out elements. That's why I said people are funny. I try to help people by keeping my prices reasonable. But they almost that hurts me. Because they think, you know how you try to help somebody, like I gave you that example. Now this person is broke down on the side of the road. Ain't nobody trying to help them. I get out the car, I try to help them. Not only do I try to help them, but I even help pay for some of the stuff because they ain't got it. But then the person treats me like garbage or beneath them. Whereas some charlatan will come out here lying and the prices are unbelievably high. And they'll come up with that. They'll pay that. Even though they still don't meet with their twin. So this is just the human nature. Like she said, I had to teach her to love herself. Because those type of people are dumbed down. They're just really stupid. And I'm not supposed to say that. Somebody's going out of their way to help you improve your life. They care about you, your life, what's going on more than you. I'm the guy sending emails 2 o'clock in the morning to some of these people. Be careful, watch out. So those people are not going to get any validation. What they have is like the low-level animalistic stuff. This is the sexual stuff with no form of commitment whatsoever. Like I said, baby daddy, who the baby, which one the baby daddy. That's all that lower vibrational stuff. And they get mad when you talk about it. You're not supposed to talk about it. But unfortunately, if you want the truth, you have to talk about it. So that's what so when I did her lunar return, her solar return, I'm sorry. When I did her solar return, a whole lot of stuff came out about who she used to be. So we had to deal with that as well. And even more recently, she was making a mistake of trying to reconnect with a male friend, but he has a girl and he has kids. So he's playing her out. So I told her, don't do that. The universe, that's going to be bad karma on you. Because the way the universe sees it, that's who he's with. So you can't be talking to him on the side. You can't be hoping that somehow he's going to leave the girl he's with and go with you. Because if he was going to do that, he would have did that in the first place. He's going to use you as a booty call. And sad to say, guys like that, especially when they got kids by that baby mama, you're going to be a booty call. And then when him and the baby mama argue, he's going to come knock you out. He's going to tell you whatever you need to hear, like Cool G Rap said. This is what you got to say to get up in there. He's going to say whatever he got to say to get up in there, and then boom. Soon as him and that girl make back up, he going to drop your ass again. So you have to know who, that's why she said, because of you showing me who I was and helping me tap back into that energy. So you don't want to be the wild call girl, because ain't nothing coming out of that. You're going to be giving up your energy, just like the Bible says. You're giving up your energy with all this fornication stuff. And that's exactly what it is. You're giving up your health, you're giving up your energy, and you're giving it to somebody else that don't even deserve it. And you got to remember, everybody's got spirits on them. So you can't be around anybody with spirits. because those spirits be coming to get on you. So again, after the initial contact between her and her twin flame, I guess that began to grow. But it was over like 2 or 3 weeks. It wasn't right away, but it began to grow. So now I'm going to conclude the letter. I just wanted to put some I always give meaning. See, I don't use catchphrases. Again, out here on YouTube, they use a lot of catchphrases. But like I said, when people are silly and intimidated, a lot of times people are just intimidated by somebody that knows. The Bible gives the example of Joseph. See, Joseph knew what was going on, and his brothers hated it so much that they tried to kill him. So people say, oh, where's my twin? Oh, if I could only reunite with my twin. But the moment somebody comes that can actually get that accomplished, they get mad. Well, I don't like the way they're talking. Oh, they sound too... Somebody should be confident. Would you want somebody working on you? You're on an emergency bed. You are on an emergency bed. Would you want a doctor going, oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm just so humble. I'm not sure how I want to proceed. Or do you want a doctor that says, get this over here. Spasm. Get some water. Bandages. Let's go. We got to get this gun up. Would you want that type of doctor? Or would you want Mr. Goofball that's so humble he don't know what the hell's going on? So you should be glad somebody's here to help. The universe has provided somebody here to help. That is confident, that does know what's going on, that really knows astrology. And not just astrology, but the people, the spirits behind it. And you're darn right I'm going to celebrate when one of my clients is reunited. You're damn right I'm going to celebrate when one of my clients is happy because they overcame this fucking matrix. And I'm not going to apologize about that. If you want to stay dumbed down in some separation or some type of loneliness, that's the choice you made. You didn't have to make that choice, but you chose to. Or if you want to go use Mr. or Mrs. Bozo, where you're spending up your money, but there's getting no results. Or you got a car at the mechanics that's been sitting there back and forth because he can't fix it, but you're silly enough to keep going there anyway. Then that's your fault. My people celebrate. We make kings and queens over here. We make leaders over here. People that deal with me, they go on and start their own YouTube channels because they're that good. So let's finish up. So she said her and her twin flame are now in a better, as far as speaking more, a better connection. She then says, I just hope that we can stay connected in the physical and help each other change. Even if we don't end up together, I just hope we can always be friends. And in cases like that, you just have to be the bigger person. Because sometimes one twin flame is a little bit more mature than the other one, and the other one is like maybe a little bit immature. So you can always be the bigger person in that you don't respond to any thing your twin does to you, if they do anything to you. Then she says, thanks for helping me understand that if it's meant to be, then it will happen. And any real twin flame expert tells you that. You have to be ready. Your twin has to be ready. And at that point, the universe will begin to bring that person to you. I'm so grateful that the universe brought you into my life because it was time for me to grow up and start becoming the woman that I'm meant to be. And why does she realize that now? Because before me, she was letting the matrix lie to her. And all the matrix wants to do is turn you into a fuck box. Because there is a hell. And I'm not supposed to say that. And when you're a fuck box, that's probably your next start. Because fornicators cannot inherit the kingdom. But I'm not supposed to talk about that. But unfortunately, the same people that'll be burning there will be the ones saying, I wish somebody, people did try to tell you, you were just arrogant. You listened to the matrix, and now you're where you chose to go. But you don't have to go there. Right now, in this life, you could have a better relationship. You could have a better life, just like she's talking about right now. You could have a better everything. But you got to stop letting the matrix dumb you down. And you got to stop dealing with people who act like they're experts, but they're not. If you're an expert, you will be like that auto mechanic where you see cars going in for repair and then they're coming out almost like brand new because he knew what he was doing. He fixed it. Or you can be like what you see out here on YouTube. Hundreds and thousands of twin flame videos. How come it's not hundreds of thousands of twin flames unions or twin flame reunions? How come it's not hundreds of thousands of testimonies, or I'm back with my twin flame, or I'm back with my soulmate? Why is there so many videos talking all this crap? Oh, the divine masculine is calling, the divine feminine is calling. I'm like, how many times can he call? If the divine masculine is calling, or if the divine feminine is calling, hundreds of thousands of videos? How come the call hasn't been answered yet? They've been calling 100,000 videos ago. And there's still no connection? Wow, you better call Verizon, call Fios. It must be a problem in the service. So that's a great deal. You deal with broken, weak people. Now they're not broke. None of these people are broke financially. They act like they are, but they're not broke. But they're broken emotionally, and they want somebody to play them out and tell them what to do, or talk to them like they're babies. Or, oh, I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. I'm going live, so everybody's out there and they make a little money. Like I said, if you're that stupid, then keep on giving your money out to the wind, and keep on staying lonely and single, or keep on letting somebody play you out. Like they come and fuck you when they want you, and then they don't bother with you after. Why do they do that? Because you're stupid. You don't have no self-confidence in yourself. You're stupid. They know you're stupid, so they play you out and fuck you, then they leave you. And then you're out here going, oh, twin flame, oh, runner, chaser, twin. No, you're just stupid. It has nothing to do with runner, chaser. If you let somebody take advantage of you, they're going to take advantage, and they're never going to respect you. So that's what I taught her. And she's stronger now. And as I said, she will be not just a better woman, but a better human, a better person on planet Earth. And also, she has her own YouTube channel, and she'll help other people. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why my numbers stay low, and that's why people don't get it. But every time I see one that does, I thank God for it, and it reminds me why I'm out here.